Okay, what's up, Nemo? Muchachos. I'm gonna call you guys fire sticks. We are going to learn about how to do decimal number multiplication. Ooh, and it works. You guessed it. Observe the same exact way as whole number multiplication. The only difference is where you put the decimal point. Okay, so how the multiplication works? Well, with whole number multiplication, if I added it to multiply 328 by like 12, I go 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then 2 times 3 is 6. And then I would put the 0 right here. Then do 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 2 is 2, and then 1 times 3 is 3. Then you would add them up. 6 plus 0 is 6, 5 plus 8 is 13. 1 plus 6 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, and then 3 is just 3. Put the comma right there. You would do the same thing with decimal multiplication. The only difference is, let's say I would have put a decimal right here, and I would have put a decimal right here. The only difference is where would we put the decimal at the end. We don't just follow the line like we've been doing with addition. In addition, if I were to add 0.2 plus 0.2, I would get 0.4. And I would just follow the line down to where I put the decimal. It would fall in line with these two decimals. But with this, where we put the decimal is you start at the right. Okay, so you start at the right and you count up. You count however many spaces there are decimal place values here to the left. For instance, there in 3.28, there are 2 decimal place values. 1, 2. Okay? And in 0.112, there's 2 decimal place values. 1, 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal place values in the whole thing. So we start at the right and we count 1, 2, 3, 4. And we put the decimal point right here. And this would be 0. And that would be the difference between decimal multiplication and normal multiplication. So another example would be if I were to multiply, let's say, 1 by, let's say, 0.25. 5 times 1 is just 5, and then that's it. Then we put a 0 right here. 2 times 1 is just 2. Okay? Then we add these up. 5 plus 0 is 5 plus 0 is 5, and then 2 plus 0 is 2. Now, where do we put the decimal? Well, we would count. We'd say 1. How many place values? How many decimal place values are there? Well, there's 1 just has 1. There's no decimal place values behind it. But in 0.25, there are 2 decimal place values. 1, 2. So we start at the right and we count 1, 2. And then we put the decimal point right there. And that would be the number. And that's how you do decimal multiplication. It's just like normal multiplication, but where you put the decimal point is equal. You start with at the right of the number that you added up. You start at the right of the number you added up, and you count however many place values in the decimal place values you have in the entire equation. That many spaces to the left. Okay, stay in school.